I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Underdeveloped here, and today we got another movie reaction for you guys to Venom Trace, The Last Dance. They've been rocking together for a year in their time.
Yes.
6 years in real world.
Yeah.
And yeah, Venom Eddie, they're still doing a thing. The silent protect, the lone protector,
The lethal protector.
the lethal protector, yeah, the lethal protector thing. And pretty much this freaking sentinel like fucking demon monster symbiote from Venom's home world comes out of a portal and hunts him down, because basically in the prior movie Eddie died and then Venom latched onto him, and then that created something called the Codex, and the Codex pretty much is a key that can free Venom's master and creator, Null. And if you know the comics, you know Null is not someone to be fucked with. He is one of the most powerful beings in all of Marvel Comics. He is up there with the cosmic beings, dude. I think he very much is a cosmic being. He's fucking like he's a serious.
He might
serious,
be.
Serious.
I don't know a ton of the lore around him, but I know he's a big deal.
I don't know a lot of, or me neither, but I know he's like the god of the symbiotes, and I know he's one of these, always in the ranks of the most powerful Marvel beings. And Marvel goes cosmic with it, so it's like that's a big fucking deal.
Massive fucking
Like
deal.
he is not a joke. You know what I mean? Like no, it's not a joke. So it was really cool that they even mentioned him. Anyway, but anyway, yeah. So pretty much, and the whole thing behind knows that all the symbiotes band together and locked his ass away, and he pretty much cannot come out. If he comes out, all is pretty much gone. He's darkness. Everything will die. He cannot be allowed to walk free. So
yeah.
So, but his monster is here to treat the Codex, so that monster can free Null. And so, you know, I mean, he has to stop these monsters from killing him. And it's hard because these monsters are fucking powerful. They pretty much have meat grinders in their fucking mouths.
Yeah.
And they turn everyone to eat into fucking just.
They're
They,
like
they
a wood
eat them
chipper.
and they wood chipper. They put them in and they come out.
Yeah.
You know, and they also could release sonic booms, which is lethal to symbiotes, and they're fast as shit. Like,
yeah.
they remind me of the fucking. Honestly, they remind me of the fucking. It's like a ripoff of the fucking.
I think it's the Quiet Place.
The Quiet Place fucking monsters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they're also really fast.
Yeah, they only could track you because they could track the Codex. So if he doesn't merge with Eddie, can't really see them anymore. They're pretty much Codex trackers essentially, and but like kind of like how the Quiet Place monsters are attracted to sound. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much defeating these fucking monsters. You know what I mean? Because more of them actually come, so they're pretty much trying to defeat these monsters, so they don't extract the Codex from Venom, thus allowing them to free, you know, their master. No,
Yeah.
which would be bad for the universe,
Very bad.
essentially. Yes, and that's the movie essentially. All right, so Venom. What do you think?
I think Venom has got to be the only movie trilogy I could think of where each movie has been better than the last. This is certainly the best of the Venom trilogy. I wouldn't say it's an amazing movie by any stretch, but I think it's pretty good.
It's definitely the best of the three, bar none.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, honestly, I think Venom 1 and Venom 2 was like around the same, maybe a little bit better, but they're both kind of meh movies. But this was actually not a meh movie. It's actually a decent movie within its genre and what it plays with.
Yeah.
I think the visuals was the best it's ever been, because the visuals first, especially around Venom, was like pretty shitty. I love how that like tealish green looking Venom looked.
Yeah.
That was cool. And I love that they pretty much kind of became an army. You know what I mean? I wish they got more into that, actually, like him leading an army, and maybe that could have been like, I felt like I like the way they went with it, because it's like it feels more
Like fleshed out.
not
Kind of a little bit.
not much. That's more so like, because they usually won't go. They usually won't kill off the spoilers. Now they usually won't kill off the main characters,
Yeah.
especially in the superhero movie. That's usually not what they do.
Nope.
But they did, you know what I mean? And it was fitting, because, you know, like, it was a big sacrifice for the greater good. But then you could also explore him living, like maybe him actually taking the fight to Null, you know what I mean, actually being the leader of, because Venom's an outcast, so to conclude his arc by him returning to his homeworld and leading the symbiotes in a war, that'd be pretty interesting.
It could
that'd be
that
pretty
way.
cool. I thought, I think there's still more story to explore. That's the only reason why I didn't enjoy the ending too much, but it still was a fitting end.
Yeah, it was.
To the friendship, the self-sacrifice, and then him always keeping, you know what I mean, him going back to regular life and always like cherishing the moment that they spend together, you know, because it's really a buddy cop kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, honestly, those are my favorite parts of the movie. There's the moments where they're trying to like there's more somber moments where they're like enjoying life and wondering what Eddie's life really could have been.
Yeah, and they also meet this family that's you know what I mean, that's obsessed with aliens, but they also have a nice family dynamic which Eddie kind of relates to. They actually wasn't dragging no script. I actually kind of liked them in the movie, especially when they figure out the truth. You know what I mean? Certain scenes I guess kind of dragged on, but I overall thought they were a nice addition, especially the kid. You know what I mean? Him seeing Eddie for the first time. You know, I thought that was it. Kind of came out of nowhere, but you know what I mean? Like I thought it was a decent arc that, you know, something that was tacked on that didn't really hurt the story.
Yeah. Overall, I think the family was all right in general.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. They had some cringy moments, but it could have been worse.
But it was intentionally cringy.
Didn't really do anything for me either way. Just like very whatever.
I thought he did, but also I thought it was just in cringe. I think they were like intentionally trying to be cringe because the characters were cringe people. But yeah, I thought he had some humor. I thought it was really cool to see them see the fucking monster, the alien for the first time, because that was the whole thing. He was obsessed with trying to find aliens. Going to Area 52. Yeah. Not huge to the story, but I thought they didn't bog down the script. Well, usually characters like that could bog down the story, but they didn't. I also thought the action scenes were pretty solid, pretty much of the same realm of like the other two. But what really made this movie work wasn't really the action; was more so just I felt the story came together very well.
This does have the most fully realized story of the three. Also, I do think this does have the best action scenes of the three, because as someone who watched Let There Be Carnage very recently, I really hated how there were a lot of scenes where like you could tell something very violent is about to happen, but they like cut at the very last second. It got kind of annoying. They didn't really do that with this one, because like half the characters are in like have symbionts now, so they don't really need to cut away for the violence. I'm like, all right, you can have your PG-13 rating and keep the violence still. I'm like, fine, whatever.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, but yeah, I mean, I guess it was like more action because they like a whole pretty much all-out army trying to beat these monsters.
Yeah, like the symbionts don't really have their unique personalities to do from the comics. They're just kind of there, which is fine.
Yeah,
they
remind me exactly what it really was, so we didn't really need to explore them. They really feel more like soldiers.
Yeah, they're very much like they're just there to be more bodies to fight off the monsters.
Yeah, like
that's
Venom.
all they really are.
But some of them were interesting because some of them actually took host of other characters, and we got to see them a little bit.
We get hints, but
like, I thought the teal. I really was fond of the teal Venom. Also was fond of the one that died protecting that was possessed by the brown skin chick.
Yeah,
I was
she was cool.
I was fond of her. I thought she was pretty rad. It made me kind of think. Maybe not. It could have been just about Venom. It could have been Venom mixed within his sibling symbiotes.
Yeah,
like that could have been. So I thought there was a lot of ways of potential in this movie too. So it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it was only an hour and a half long, right?
Like Air 50,
but like hour and 40. Like it was really short.
It is. Like even this is still one of the longer Venom movies.
Yeah, all of them were pretty short. It's like to me, it's like when it comes to movies like this, like it's a lot to explore. You could make it like 2 hours, 2 hours 10.
Yeah, especially like. Because you can have action, you could have solid emotional core. You just need to like take time to piece out the beats right. Yeah. But it can be done, and it should be attempted. And here they just never really tried of any of them. This is the closest, and I feel like this does it the best because they actually like the emotional beats in this one to an extent. It has a solid emotional core, unlike the second one, which tried and kind of failed to maintain that great of an emotional core, and the first one, which really didn't even have one.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, they just met. It was really about the buddy cop dynamic. Their different personalities trying to coexist.
Yeah.
But at 2, they kind of got their bond. But 3, it really felt like the bond was there. The brotherhood was there. And actually, yeah, it felt kind of somber, especially when it got to the moments of them just realized that they may not have this time to spend with each other.
Yeah.
Coming off a movie that was all about that just before with We Live in Time. So kind of had this kind of... Not as deep, but like it kind of hit the same chords.
Yeah, like they're doing similar things in very different ways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I thought it was beautiful. That relationship it came to a reasonable, healthy conclusion. Mm-hmm. In a very fitting way.
Yeah. Overall, I'm happy with this ending.
I just was a lot more things I wanted to see. That's like my biggest thing.
Because, like, honestly, I think most people went this movie thinking that they're actually going to see Noel.
So yeah, actually see him get in action. I thought that's the whole thing.
No,
fuck it, let's find a way to
really
make it
don't.
happen. Because they should have, because they actually a lot of symbiotes possess dead people, so they could just use one of those fucking things to peel off the fucking codex and free him. So I don't know why they're so hell bent on just Venom.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. There's a lot of little things here that really don't make a whole lot of sense when you think about it, but it's what to expect out of the Sony superhero movies.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So I mean, my score with this movie, probably give it like 70. Probably 68. I'll give it 68.
Yeah, I'm thinking like higher 60s too. Yeah. Like 68 is totally
fair. But for a movie like this is actually that massive improvement.
Yeah, it is, because like I would have given the first two significantly lower than
they're easy in the 30s.
Yeah, especially that first one.
Maybe late 40s. Maybe early 40s. Like I may get like a 42, 43. Mm-hmm. So 65 is a big jump up.
It is. Yeah, like if you're a fan of those two movies, then I think you would definitely like this one.
Yeah,
I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. It has more of what people like from those movies, so I imagine pretty much anyone would like it. Mm-hmm. At least anyone who really wanted to see the first two like get concluded.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That being said, folks, I think that's all we have to say about Venom: The Last Dance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so please make sure to hit the like, subscribe button. If you like the Venom movies, then absolutely go see it in theaters. You have no excuse not to. And just go support good movies in theaters. They're always there. They're always out there. So go see them.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Catch you later. I'll see you in the next one.